I'm a god, so you know my life is fucking awesome, and since I'm a generous god, I thought I'd let you in on the hacks I use to make my life awesome. Let's not beat around the bush and just get straight into the good stuff. Number 1. Respect your inner voice and learn to say no. I can guarantee you that at one point in your life you did something you did not want to do at all because you let somebody else influence you. So you ended up being stuck in a situation miserable as fuck because you didn't have the guts to respect your inner voice and say no. Now this applies to things big and small. Maybe somebody asked you to go to an event and you just weren't interested. Or you let some teacher force you into taking a class you didn't want instead of the class you were actually interested in. Doing less is often the easiest way to make your life more awesome because it allows you to spend some time doing more of what you really want to do. These instances, big and small, where you don't respect your inner voice and fail to say no, lead you to doing things that make you unhappy and simply wasting time on the things you don't want to be doing. And when you don't respect your inner wants and desires, you're putting your own happiness on hold for someone else's. And you're lowering your self-worth and confidence because you don't have the dignity or respect for yourself to do what you actually want to be doing. No matter who you are, you can break out of living this way. But the longer you do it for and the more commitments you make along the way, the harder it gets. So instead of listening to the voices of the people around you telling you what to do, listen to yourself and do what feels right to you. Now, this doesn't mean to ignore people's advice and suggestions. It just means to take into account what they're saying, analyze it rationally, and then ultimately make a decision for yourself based on what feels right. Number 2, take constant action. People tend to get too caught up in overthinking their next moves and planning shit out years in advance. Well, let me tell you, that's bullshit. What you should focus on is taking action and thinking about your moves step by step as they come. You should spend most of your mental energy on the current day and really focus on operating perfectly on a day-to-day basis instead of creating a master plan for 5 years that's impossible to follow through with. It's best to identify what you want to achieve long-term and then focus on executing it every day instead of trying to plan out every little detail. Because things are bound to change. Focus on taking constant action towards the things you want and adapting as your desires and circumstances change. Number 3, create routines that ground you. Having daily routines that you enjoy doing and make you feel good are crucial to making each day awesome. Things like weightlifting, biking, running, hiking, meditation, journaling, and everything in between. Find a few daily routines and habits that you love doing, and they will serve to create a daily dose of happiness, while also grounding you and keeping your mind sharp in difficult times. The one routine I recommend every guy incorporate into their day is a skincare routine. The skincare routine I recommend is from our partner, Tish Hanley. Tish provides an uncomplicated skincare routine that comes with everything you need to make sure your skin stays awesome, so that you're looking and feeling good every single day. The Tish Hanley Acne System comes with a face wash, an exfoliating scrub, an AM moisturizer with an SPF of 20 to protect you from the sun, and an acne moisturizer, which contains salicylic acid to get rid of and prevent acne and blemishes. I use this system every single day, and it's shown me crazy results in terms of my skin's health and well-being. And most importantly, I've found that this daily habit of self-care is a powerful way to make you feel more confident and happy each and every day. I'll have them linked below with a great discount for you to check out. Number 4, keep things fresh by constantly trying new things. Before you really find out what you want to put the majority of your energy into, you should try as many different things as you can to figure out what you like doing the most. And as I said before, the main thing is doing and taking action. Don't spend months thinking about a field you want to get into and then overthinking a project when you don't know shit about what you're doing. When you get an idea that you think is cool to work on, just start working on it. Usually you'll tend to learn the most once you just start doing. You'll start to see new opportunities and new levels you can take your project to when you focus on the present moment and the shit that's actually happening around you. Or you might see that the idea was shit and nothing you are actually passionate about, so you drop it, which is also extremely important to know and do. Number 5, create a set of core values and rules to live by. When you have a set of values and rules which you live by, it serves as a guide, a handbook for yourself that helps provide clarity and a framework for how you operate and who you are as a person. Without any values or things you believe in, it's hard to know who you are as a person. And these values and rules you create for yourself are what can help keep you grounded in difficult times. Now, in addition, you should know what you like, what you don't like, what environment you want to be in, what are your capabilities, what are your strengths, What are your weaknesses, and so on. The more you understand yourself, the better. Number 6, be authentic. One of the worst things you can do in life is hide what you believe in or who you are. You can't ever be truly happy on the inside if you put on a facade every day and live a fake life. More importantly, when you're authentic and real, it gains people's respect. At the end of the day, it's your life, so you should be living it for you and nobody else. Number 7, stay focused on your goals. Staying focused on your goals creates a defined path for you to be on and gives your life purpose and meaning. When you find the thing you really want to pursue, stay focused and keep working on the goal because the daily process of improving and working towards something is what will give your life true meaning. And that's it. I'll have a summary on screen for you guys to check out. And don't forget to check out our sponsor, Tiege Hanley, and get an exclusive badass discount by clicking on the link in the description.